wanted to get an update of my corn snake. This is my little corn snake that I purchased back in 2012. He was about 18 inches long, and now he's quite a bit bigger, and he comes in at 1.23 kilograms. He eats birds, mice, rats, that sort of thing. I got me a mouse right here. This one here, I'll put it out here on the rug and see if I get a pretty decent feeding video from Colonel. I've never actually done this kind of thing with him before. You know, put him on the scales, and I'm going to turn the scales off. There we go. And see if he's interested in that mouse. When I opened his enclosure this morning, he's just on the room in my fish room right now. I don't know if he's going to be interested. I'll put the mouse out in front of him and see if he pays more attention to it right there. Now, my experience with having Colonel as a pet corn snake for all these years is that he is extremely docile and not at all wild, and I think what you're going to see here is a really quick strike. It may take a while for the quick strike, but I believe that Colonel will chow down here shortly. I think I'll turn on some room lights. Maybe get a slightly better video. I think Colonel is over 4 feet, probably 5 feet long now. Colonel is a male corn snake. He's edged in really close to this mouse, sniffing it carefully. That's the left rear foot that he sniffed there. Sensing the smells on this black PVC pipe. I've had that in with my box turtles. Sort of a place for them to hide, but it was a little bit too small. The largest one wouldn't even fit into the tube. Well, Colonel the corn snake is certainly agreeable to at least get his weight. As far as eating this mouse, I think it's just being polite or camera shy. No, he's not camera shy. But he's definitely considering his options. Just smell the length of that mouse's tail. Snakes are amazing the way the head is doing all that, and the tail is still in the coffee plastic container. And the Colonel's considering his options. I think he's going to go for a walkabout. He just got done shedding his skin. So he's in about as bright of colors as he's ever going to be in. And he's hungry. He hasn't eaten for 4 days. No, maybe it's been longer than 4 days. He wasn't... oh, he's moving that mouse. The Colonel's going to come over here and check out my hand. Hopefully he doesn't smell the mouse on it. There we go. Now, the feeding response is about, yes. And I was wrong. I predicted a strike, a vicious strike, and this is just a gentle. I'd say it's just almost a swallow. Well, I think I'm going to be very happy with this feeding video. I'm going to put it online today, and hopefully. This is the same corn snake that when he was just a youngster was eating strips of beef heart that were, I'd say, at least 3 times bigger than this mouse. I cut them pretty long and just the right diameter so that they would fit down his throat, and he ate quite a few for the camera, and I got quite a bit of notoriety on YouTube for trying to kill my snake and saying that it would kill him. And eventually Colonel here refused to eat beef heart any longer. He wouldn't even bite at it, even if I scented the beef heart with a mouse, which was the usual way that I would trick him into eating the beef heart in the first place. You take a pinkie mouse or some other mouse that smells quite a bit like a mouse and rub it all over the piece of beef heart, and the snake, when it smells the beef heart, the feeding response is triggered by the smell of the mouse on the beef heart, and the beef heart is just there for it to eat. And as far as I could tell, the beef heart digested completely, and it came out normally. It didn't cause any constipation, and it, in general, was just fine. You really can see what I call, it's not really unhinging its mouth to eat this mouse, but it is really opening his mouth pretty wide. Colonel here can open his mouth much wider than that, like in order to swallow a starling with all its feathers plucked off. Colonel here would have, he has a very elastic, well, most snakes, almost all snakes as far as I know, can really eat large prey items when they need to, and then their skin just expands, and they can, their insides, their intestines can expand tremendously, and it makes snakes one of the most amazing creatures on this earth, in my mind. I think all creatures on earth, every one of us, is amazing in our own right, that we're living, breathing, reproducing right here and right now. And I love the technology to be able to share this kind of video with you. You can see the mouse's body traveling down as the Colonel rises slightly to move it down his body. I'm going to conclude this video and then start it again.